Sorry about that. I got a phone call. Hey, Dirt. Sorry about that. Phone call. Hi, Samuel. See, maybe this is that time of year where the sun sets exactly in the aisle. It is. It's almost, they call it Stonehenge of New York. It's not quite there yet. I think tomorrow. Sorry, Abdul. Sorry, I got a phone call. I wish there was some way to say, like, don't call me. What's that, Samuel? Tell me, please. I love to learn things. Give me tips. What's the tip? This is, by the way, Broadway. And welcome if you joined and I missed your name. It was not on purpose. If I add hashtag love, I'll get a lot more people. 22, is it possible to have a great life in New York City? Yeah. I'll try that, Samuel. Oh, I get rainbow hearts. Oh, okay, I'm definitely going to do it. That's great. I will do that in my next scope, see him, because that'll be pretty. That's like a little sneaky tip, like nobody knows it. Going home. I'll try it, Samuel. Thank you. I just got out of work. Here are those crazy flowers that I really love, that you don't believe are so amazing until you look at them really close. They look like Tron or something, the middle parts. Anyway, if you're 22, look, there's no city bikes. If you're 22 and you want to come to New York, it's possible to have a great life, but you got to be able and willing to work. Hi, Aussie. I just got a call today from somebody who had an Indian accent and who said he was basically, I thought I passed them. Private scope, it gives rainbow hearts. No, they're there. They're so cool. He called and he was like, basically he had a work visa for a tour ship, for a tour, and you need a happy life. You're right, everybody needs that. As long as you're willing to work and you can, because he was called and he said, oh, well, I quit my job and now I can't find another one. And I'm basically homeless in a shelter now, and I'm an illegal alien, and I don't have any money, and I don't have a Social Security, so nobody will hire me, and I have a bad back, so I'm glad, Samuel. We need love spread. Hey, they call. Hi, if you joined. I saw somebody join. I missed your name. Aussie, hi. Yes, I love New York too. You're a good planner. Good. Well, you should try to get a legal visa. That's basically the best way, because if you're an illegal immigrant here, you're going to have a hard time, especially in New York, because they're cracking down on hiring and stuff, unless you know somebody. Hi, Jay Cruz. I think if you plan well and you do all the right steps, you get here and you work hard. And how are you? Anything is possible, especially in New York. But there's that expression. Oh, you're welcome, Aussie. I scope walk everywhere. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Well, a lot of people try to come here and then they realize they can't get work if they don't have legal papers, and then they end up without work, and it's very hard to live. There's soup kitchens and stuff. Hey, Bruno. I mean, I basically lived in different foreign countries, but always with the accurate visas and passports and everything. Hey, Sigmund. Hi, Warren. How are you? Warren's from Japan. blows me away. See, how are you, Warren? I do walk fast. New Yorkers definitely walk fast. I was walking in France once, and before I spoke perfect French, which I don't anymore, but somebody walked by me, and they go, "Où est le feu?" And I realized I was walking about 5 times faster. They come here illegally by having a tourist visa, and then never, I am from New York, and then never leaving when they're supposed to. I mean, hi Angel. If you come here and then you just don't leave when your visa runs out, that's how they end up being here illegally. So a lot of people do that. That's what this guy did today, and then he found it very hard and was living in a homeless shelter and was at his last wit's end. And he called, he's like, "Do you offer any help?" And I'm like, "No." Jump ship, yeah. Hey Nathan, hey Laska. Well, it's, you know, there's a quandary with that because America's basically all immigrants. And earlier in the time, they didn't have, hi Nathan, show you the shopping windows? Okay. As soon as we cross here. They will when they get caught, but that's kind of the problem, is that people don't get caught and then they're here for 30 years, they have children, their children are legal citizens, and then they're not. So that's where they have a lot of people who are being exported. All right, this is a shop that sells bath stuff. You're working so hard on, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's some people come here, and if they can find American to marry them, then they become citizens that way. So there's all sorts of ways people hope to become Americans. Look at those bath balls. They're like gumballs. This looks like this nice smelling store. All right, Paragon Sporting Goods is over there. That has all sorts of sneakers, and legal children sponsor their parents in return. Yeah, I don't even think they're allowed to. Here's Doc Martens. Yeah, Nathan, in certain instances there were. Chinese were when they were building the railroads. Then they deported them all. Hey, Gerard. Immigration has always been a tricky thing in America. These are little baby Doc Martens. Aren't they so cute? Those actually look like the shoes I grew up wearing. We had to go to Ennislow and get orthopedic shoes. All right, here's beachwears and brights. This is Scotch and Soda. This is a clothing store. Oh yeah, today. It's a very big issue. Because what happens is when people can't get work, they have to get food from somewhere, so they get it from soup kitchens and welfare, and although it gets tricky because you can't, America doesn't want people sitting there starving on the street. I'm headed to the East Village, Aussie. The stores are kind of expensive, yeah. Here's a pet store. It's gigantic. Do you want to see what Americans spend on their pets? Toys, leashes. Some people are sick and can't work. Toys. Look at all this. Oh, bad doggy. Feed people first. Not a word from Trump. Well, he hires them himself. Downstairs is all fish tanks, and it's like a department store for pet stuff. This one is Petco, I think, yeah. But, yeah, Americans spend a lot on their animals. Everything made in China. That's the other problem. Oops, sorry. HAAC is the trade deficits we run under. because everything in America is made in China, pretty much. You've been to New York? Only in America pet department stores. Yeah, look how big it is. It goes from there to there. Aja, the real true story. Hey, J. Cruz. Welcome, Moon. Welcome, Archie. Hey, Elf. Oh, we have some music. Live music. Twin Towers. I show my face at the end because it cuts people out sometimes. Here, let's listen. New York hasn't changed that much. Okay, I have to go. I have to keep walking. It's called the Yellow Barn Music Hall. I'm sorry, I missed a lot of what people just said because I was looking at them. Remember walking on Wall Street? Okay. Yeah, that's way downtown. Hey, bye, Jay. Here comes the mighty pie. Sound of America. I'm not too big on classical music, yeah. I mean, it's nice. Mighty Pie, look at this. Four Seasons is a really great restaurant. Beef, spinach, potato, ratatouille, goat cheese, mushroom. It's the Mighty Pie. They're $7 each. Then they have croissants for $4. Wall Street is just a street. You're hungry. I know, I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner. I have nothing in the house, and then I had to go out to lunch and spend $16, so I'm sort of annoyed. I'm trying to do a budget, and I was trying to bring all my food and not buy outside food for lunch, because $16 times 5 a week is more money than I'm supposed to feed Jane. I'm not supposed to spend that much money on lunch every day, because then you still have to eat breakfast and dinner. Yeah, in the park, you're exactly right. Live music I can watch no matter what it is. But one thing about New York, fancy cars and yellow taxis. Oh, good, I'm glad. There's lots of fancy cars and taxis, but there's lots of average people like me who just live from paycheck to paycheck. They don't have extra money. This guy gets mad if I'm going to just turn the thing that way. He's going to yell at me and say pay money for taking a picture of his art. But this is America. And nobody makes you do that. There's the Obamas. You rode the Metro bus? Oh. Everybody does whatever here in the park. Here's energetic healing. One day I'm going to do this. Energy healing. I could use some of that. Are you leaving, Warren? Thank you for stopping in. Have a lovely, lovely night. And hopefully see you in the morning. The bus driver was nice. Yeah, I mean, people in New York get a bad rap. We're usually pretty nice, really. Back to work. Oh my gosh, you're at work. You're in Friday. Today's Friday for you, right? Brad Pitless is here. Here's the chess guys. One day I'm going to sit and play a chess game. How long do you keep stopping? Well, I plugged in my Mophie, so I'm not going to run out of battery.
Everything he said is true. that there is a hell to gain and a hell to shun.
Here's some
and that he is who he claimed to be,
religious
God in flesh.
crazies.
You see, the Bible says there is good news and bad news. The bad news is that we are sinners. The Bible says for all have sinned.
Oh, keep your religions to yourself. Nobody gets me started on male God religions. Honest. We're all sinners. It's such a bizarre philosophy. It's like you're born on earth and you're bad just for being born. It's like, come on. We're all, exactly. He's yelling about Jesus or whatever. Yeah, I think that history is a strange thing because people look back and think some presidents were great, and at the time they hated them. Hey, Belle. Who knows? They may look back at Trump that way too. Look, here's a piece of artwork that has a hand coming out of the top, which I never saw for years of showing it. Do you see those little fingers? He's on and on about craziness. I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to have to say a religion thing. When people are looking for answers from something 2,000 years ago that a bunch of men sat around and wrote, I don't care what anybody says. It's just ridiculous. And when the deity everybody prays to on this planet is male, where does that put me? Not worthy of worship. Yeah, look from the side. You can see the hand. See that sticking out? Okay, Abdul, have a good night. Thank you for joining. Hey, Colette. Didn't mean to scare you off with religion talk, because you did just say you wanted to have a long scope. Hey, Rich. I don't think men in general are the problem. I think everything stems from the ideology. So if your ideology starts with a male god, women are never going to have equal footing. It's Cousin It. Cousin It, I remember him. You're free to believe what you want, just don't hurt people. Yeah. Hey HP, hey FR. I think people are free to believe what they want, but when the world is ruled by male gods, it's not really fair for women. East Village, yeah, we're coming to it. I would say we're pretty much in it right now, but you know what? I'm going to turn down so you can see more of the East Village. I usually go on an angle. Warren. You know, I guess it offends some people, but to be honest, I've done a lot of studies of a lot of people from the beginning of humanity to today. Hello. And honestly, prior to the Abrahamic religions, women had status because there were goddesses. So there was an acknowledgement that women were just as powerfully important as men. And when you just have a male god, you do, Warren. Hey, TK. Then women are never going to be seen as just as neat and cool and smart and whatever else, religious. And women can't be religious or holy. It's so annoying. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about religion. Here's the firehouse. Did you see that fire truck just left from there? Bring back goddesses, Jane Dixie. You know, honestly, well, that would be getting into what I wrote, so I'm not going to do that. I think this world would be a heck of a lot nicer if there was an acknowledgement of the deity aspect of women. Here, look at that. That's kind of cool. Samuel, thank you. But that's not going to happen anytime soon unless it happens all at once. Change often happens like on a turn, like the whole world thought, everybody thought the world was flat and all of a sudden they didn't. I have pink sunglasses. I'm not wearing them. Hey Cruz, welcome back. What I wrote is a novel. I was going to reissue it. Sorry, one question you made. Not really anymore. There are different deities in Hinduism. Do I join the women movement? You mean walk to Washington? No, I didn't. Hey, Ido. No, under a pen name. So I'm sort of shy about it, but I just sent it to somebody who read it in two days. 2 days they read it, so it can't be that bad, right? Yeah, the march. I knew at least 3 totally separate independent women that went on that march, but I didn't go. Look at that entranceway. Warren, write to me on Twitter if you can, and I'll tell you privately what my book is. But it's really like a first novel, so I don't think it's great, but I can always make a hat. They liked it, I think so. When somebody reads something in 2 days straight, and it's a 450-page novel. Look at that busy place. Hey, Say. All right, now we are in the East Village proper. This is 3rd Avenue, but we're going to walk over to 2nd. Hey, Bath. And people go out to eat like this time of night. The pink hat, I know. I don't know what it was supposed to represent with the 2 points. Were those like boobs, or I couldn't figure it out. Vagina hat? First novels generally have been... it took a long time. I wrote it for 2.5 years and then edited it for 2.5 years. But the reason why I was going to reissue it is because it has Isis in the title, because of the goddess Isis. Speaking of goddesses, here's the penny farthing. Again, very busy. No idea. No idea about what? Yeah, but then I decided I couldn't revisit the book because it was driving me nuts. Oh, Angel, thank you. I'm sort of shy to like tell people about it, but you don't follow me on Twitter. Oh, the hat. Yeah, thank you. I have no idea either what it was supposed to be. It's a very strange thing. Today is Thursday drink day. Oh. I drank a lot last weekend. Hey, Ambers. I was with a lot of friends. So it's kind of funny when I'm by myself, I never drink, or if I do, I get immediately drunk. And if I'm with my friends, I can just drink, and I don't know why. Okay, Warren, thank you. Please find me on Twitter. You won't find me under Jane Daisy because it's too many. Find me under NYC Village Cat, and then you'll find me. Hey, Ambers. Right now we're coming to 2nd Avenue. The East Village, like proper, is between, let's say, 3rd Avenue and Avenue D. Okay, Warren, go. I know you have to work. Thanks for hanging in there. It's great to see you. It's so weird that you're at work on Friday already. My friend joined the Women March. Oh, yeah, good. I know somebody who joined it and now is running for local office, like political office, because that's what they told people. They're like, don't just march, try to make a change and, get into politics. So she is, which is like, oh my gosh, so surprising. I don't think I would have the energy for that. There's a bar in there. It's a little tiny skinny window. You know what they're eating. I have chopsticks, so it could be Chinese or Japanese. Monfo sambar. Momo fuck you sambar. Sorry. I'm gonna name my restaurant Momo Fuck You. Sorry. That was really funny. I'm sure you don't pronounce it that way. How do you think the religious right? Oh, I don't think they care. Almost home, another 5 or 6 blocks. I'll have to sign out. There's a new sushi place, according to that kid. This is Schoolbreads. This whole part of town, is why I live here, is full of restaurants and clubs and bars, and like somebody said earlier, it's lit. It's lit. My neighborhood is where the action's at. Here's a movie theater. Cruel and Unusual, Baywatch, Hell on Earth, Drone, Raw, Alien Covenant, Born in China, Studio Ghibli, Summerfest, Magnificent Ambersons. Lots of movies. Alien Covenant, that's the new Alien movie. That was... Okay, Nathan, have a great night. Thank you so much for joining in. The first Alien movie was so scary. Great food, great shopping, and great... That's my neighborhood. That's why I live here. I used to live in Hell's Kitchen. I was always coming down here. I was like, wait a minute. Why didn't I just live down here? So I did. I moved. Hell's Kitchen is on the west side of the 40s. So it's kind of near the theater district. Here's Mimi Chin's dumplings. How much what? Bar Veloce. And here's another place.
I do understand what you mean by.
Don't you find it amazing, all the people who are just out? I mean, I live here, and I'm always amazed by it. Like, people just out and about, eating and drinking. It's hard to see with the reflection. All right, now this church has been here a really long time, and it's off on a weird angle, which kind of looks... Now New York is all in a grid, but places like this are totally off the grid, so it's kind of funny. Hey, J. Cruz, welcome back. But I think George Washington gave a speech from this. Okay, Samuel, thank you for joining. I'll see you soon, I hope. And I like this church because in the front it has an 8-point star window. Where's the doggy? See, let me show you. This is a tiny little sliver park. Hey, Ahmed. So here, I just want to show you this 8-point star window. It's kind of hard to see. See? 8-point star. Very cool. And here's a lion. I don't know if this is new or not. I don't think I ever noticed it before. But it's like an old lion. Ooh, I smell marijuana. Hi, Angel. Welcome. Alright, so we are getting close to my house. There used to be a great cobbler on this street, an Italian cobbler. Hey, Tank. Crab, hi. How are you? Look at me, I'm walking around the streets of New York City. The more things change, the more they stay the same, right? Angel, are you getting bumped out? Here's the Thirsty Scholar. Here's a frozen yogurt. Hey, literally. Here's the copper still. Here's the 13th step. Hi, Stags. Here's a Starbucks, because we have to have our Starbucks. Hey, Amir. Now, this corner place has had about 25 different businesses. Oh, wait, not that one. It's on 9th Street. There's Weselka's, which is a really old Polish place. It's been here forever and ever. Hey, Devin. Defafam. Probably pronounced that wrong. Hi, Dari. Okay, our turn now. But yeah, my walk is about an hour and a half. I mean, an hour and a half. About a half an hour long. Here's Otto's Tacos. But if I stop and show people stuff, it takes much longer. Here's the public library. Actually, not this one, the next one over. I wonder who lives here. That must be like a house. Oops. Here's the public library. Okay, so here's 8th Street. Hey, Point. 8th Street is also called St. Mark's Place, and it was one of the only places that was considered safe back in the day when nothing else in the East Village was safe. So people would walk from that block to the end of this one and then turn around and walk back.